Forgiveness is a profound and central theme in human relationships, involving both emotional and moral issues. When we think of forgiveness, it often appears as a difficult action, especially when we have been hurt or betrayed in a significant way. However, reflecting on the importance of forgiveness helps us understand that it transcends the act of alleviating the pain of those who have offended us. It is also, and primarily, a gift to ourselves. Forgiveness sets us free. Firstly, forgiving is a way to free ourselves from the burden that resentment and anger bring. Holding a grudge against someone is like carrying a load that accumulates over time, draining our emotional and mental energy. By forgiving, we are not necessarily saying that what the other person did was acceptable or right, but we are freeing ourselves from the suffering that these negative feelings cause us. Forgiveness is, in a way, an act of self-preservation. Moreover, by forgiving, we promote an environment of peace, both internally and externally. Conflicts, no matter how small, can affect our relationships and, ultimately, our quality of life. Forgiveness allows us to restore harmony in our interactions with others. This does not mean that we should blindly trust those who have hurt us again, but that we can move forward without carrying the weight of resentment. Forgiveness, therefore, is a facilitator of healthier relationships. Another important point is that forgiveness helps us grow emotionally. It requires a great deal of maturity and empathy, essential qualities for personal development. Forgiving puts us in a position of humility, where we recognize that everyone makes mistakes, including ourselves. By doing so, we open ourselves to learning and transformation. As human beings, we are all imperfect, and admitting this makes us more compassionate, both towards others and ourselves. It is worth noting that forgiveness is often misunderstood. Some people believe that forgiving is a sign of weakness, as if we are submitting to the control of others or passively accepting the offense. However, forgiving requires immense inner strength. When we forgive, we are consciously choosing to leave the past in the past and give ourselves the chance to start anew without the weight of old wounds. True weakness lies in being unable to let go of resentment and living trapped in grudges. Forgiveness can also be seen as an essential step towards emotional healing. When we are hurt, the emotional damage can create deep scars. However, the act of forgiving helps us close these wounds in a healthy way. Forgiveness does not erase what happened, but it allows us to deal with the pain more consciously and constructively, freeing us from cycles of self-pity or bitterness. Often, what prevents us from moving forward in life are the grudges we carry, and forgiveness is the path to that liberation. There are also physical benefits associated with the act of forgiving. Studies show that forgiveness can reduce stress levels, improve sleep quality, and even strengthen the immune system. This happens because the stress generated by prolonged resentment directly affects the body, increasing blood pressure, for example, and contributing to a range of health problems. Thus, by forgiving, we are also taking care of our physical health. Forgiving also has a spiritual dimension for many people. In various religious and philosophical traditions, forgiveness is seen as a path to purification and spiritual elevation. By letting go of destructive feelings like hatred and resentment, we make room for inner peace and love. For those who believe in this, forgiveness brings us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our life's purpose. Finally, we should forgive because, deep down, forgiveness makes us more human. It connects us with our vulnerability and reminds us that we are all together in this imperfect experience called life. Forgiving is recognizing that, regardless of the circumstances, We have the capacity to love, to move forward, and to transform ourselves. Forgiveness humanizes us because it puts us in touch with our most authentic emotions and allows us to find beauty in imperfection. Therefore, forgiveness is not just a noble or altruistic act. It is a powerful tool for healing, liberation, and growth. We should forgive because we deserve peace, because our bodies and minds need rest, and because, deep down, forgiving is a choice that benefits the forgiver more than the forgiven. By forgiving, we choose freedom.